All right, one more thing. They went back and confronted them, so I'm gonna go find it. They went back and confronted them, so find it.
I go to the county sheriff.
We showed the.
There we go.
You called the cops on me? Hello.
Yeah.
I can't believe.
Oh, they're watching it.
Thorpe peels off right, mustache reveals.
Let's see.
Easily.
I didn't know they were gonna go to the gate. Here we are.
Why did you do?
Yeah, absolutely. Lol cow.
Here we are. We're at the gate.
Said they'd been there at least a dozen times.
Really?
Yeah. Once again, ain't nobody else gonna show this.
They've been there a dozen times.
Screenshot it, chat.
Right, let me shut this up.
Yeah, that's what he said.
He's basically saying, like, yeah, you camp out here.
Yeah.
Fuck these people.
I told
These
him.
fucking New York assholes.
I told him they did it to me twice at this point.
Hold on, let me see.
What a little bitch, though.
What a little bitch, boy.
To try to keep you around to the cop, and then he walks away while the cop's talking.
Okay, they're right at the gate right here.
What a bitch.
Let me find it. What the hell?
What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
Man,
All right. Yeah, I got it.
they're right there at the gate. Let's give it a. Here we go. Let me shut up.
Take the key.
Yeah, they went back to the gate. I didn't see. I fucking stopped this when they're at the gate. Here they are.
Here.
Right
Let me make sure it's loaded.
You know.
Okay, you want to see this full stream right here? Let's go over here. Copy.
Hey, Steven, how are you?
There you go. Just want to watch it. Shut up.
You want to tell my daughter what we said to her on stream, Steven? You want to do that? You want to? Yeah, turn around, be a big boy. Tell her in front of the officer what you said about her. Be a big boy, be a tough guy. Because you're a tough guy, right? You threatened to assault her sexually if you ever saw her. Where's the big... Oh, you want me to show the officer the clip?
You have a hate corner in sexual.
Hey, Twiggy. Why'd you ask my daughter to meet you out here?
I did. I asked her what part of the property she was on, so I knew.
No. You said, where are you at? Meet me at the gate. Why did you do that? Why did you do that?
I said I was at the gate. Let's go have a beer. You said, yeah, where are you at? And then you called the cops on me. You're a pussy.
Don't lie, Grace. Why are you doing that? Why did you do that? Why do you involve police? No one stepped onto your property, onto this property. Why? Why? Why did you do that? Why are you involving law enforcement on a social matter? Why? Why? Do you think law enforcement is a prop for you? Do you? Do you? Because I'm going to show them exactly how you tried to use them as a prop, lying about a crime committed on this property. So tell your boss. We've got the clip. Officer, can I show you something? There was a domestic violence incident which took place here and was investigated by 2 of your officers. Later on, there was a stream in which the lessee of this property, Daniel Key, admitted to lying to the officers about the incident, telling officers about the incident, telling it was all a YouTube skit when it wasn't, and claiming that the reason you let him go is because you're such big fans of him because he's such a big celebrity, who I'm sure you've never heard of. But I'll play you a clip.
Hold on a second.
People wanted us to call the cops, and people watching did call the cops, right?
Mm-hmm.
I talked to them and de-escalated that situation as well. But it's like, dude, I can't. I could press charges, but I'm not going to.
Right. Didn't one of the cops know you? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, is that? Did they really?
Yeah.
Cool as shit.
Dude, I told them, I'm like, dude, we're YouTubers. Everything is fake. Nothing is real.
Yeah.
We're doing a skit, and the first cop that I was talking to was giving me a little bit of a hard time. The second cop gets out and is just smiling ear to ear.
Why did you
just saw Keemstar in real life?
Yeah.
And
For one time in our life, we really wish that was fucking true. We had to then lie about it. That was terrible.
And I just told him, I was like, look, a little skit we were doing, a little scuffle. He goes, "What's on your neck?" I go, "Oh, he was pushing me. And he's got a."
That's the clip.
Okay. I'm just saying, you do what you want. It seems to me like there's just a flagrant disrespect for law enforcement here. We have never called. We have never trespassed. And I just thought you'd know. Law enforcement's kind of our norm. I guess so. But, just to give a little bit of context here.
They are renting the property for the time being. They don't want y'all here. We're trying to get hold of the property owner right now.
We've never been here.
Never been here. Except for with him telling me to meet him here.
We've never been here.
Yeah, look. I came over, guy. I said I was at the front of the gate. Let's just go. We showed them the pussies. Let's just go.
We're not being detained, right? Okay.
All right. We showed them. We showed what they're up to. How you doing?
Epic.
Absolutely fucking epic.
Okay,
Fucking pussies.
Let's stop really quick. Shut up. Okay. Yeah. No, not yet. I have to post that shit. Okay, well, I'm gonna stop this. 8 minutes long. Way beyond the comprehension level of the watch time. Again, you're not gonna see shit like this on fucking what's his name? On Generic Troll stream. You're not gonna see shit like this on Frank's stream. You're not gonna see shit like this on a guest mob stream. Yeah? And again, if you want, you could watch the stream yourself. You can watch the stream yourself on Kick. Channel's right there. I highlighted the channel name, thorpe TV. I watch it there originally. You don't have to see my sexy face or whatever. All in all, good night. Have fun. Thanks for joining in. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever.